But I didn't panic. I didn't bolt to the surface. A lot of people, they'll plant feet and they'll shoot to the surface and they'll give themselves an AG or an embolism or something like that. I was totally cool with that. And there were guys that, looking back on it, they had the right plan. They would go there on the weekends. You could check out these fake balsa wood, like these prep tanks. They would tie knots and they'd be going through the procedures, blindfolded, tracing, placing, and rerouting all their equipment. And that's what I should have been doing. Mm-hmm. I wasn't doing that. I was working on breath holds and trying to find my zen spot, and that's not what I should have done.
Okay.
I should have been strictly focused on the procedures while breath holds and all the other stuff, and just about bad training methodology for me.
Couple steps back, for people who don't know, what's pool comp?
It's part of the dive phase. They give you an initial training block and teaching you how to dive, open circuit, normal regulator in your mouth, doing pace counts, diving back and forth, entering the water, getting out of the water, taking your tanks off, and you do a progressive build-up. So it'll go from just diving around with a buddy. I'm going to take my tanks off and put them on the deck, put my weight belt on, I'm going to hang out, I'm going to re-don it all. Now I'm going to do the same thing with a blackout mask. Cool. Now me and my buddy are both going to enter, and I'm the only one that has tanks on, and we have to buddy breathe.
Okay.
And I have to take my tanks off and put them on him, still buddy breathe. Then we both have to take them on, both have to kiss the deck, and then exhale and come up to surface. There's all these different checks you have to get into. And then there's solo events. Now it's like a surf hit. So now it's you, they black out your mask, and then you start ripping you apart. Flipping you over, ripping off your weight belt, ripping your mask off, grinding your head in the pool, just all these different
blacked
things.
out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, even if they don't, the pool's all chlorine, so you really can't see shit anyway. Everything's all fogged up, and there's just fins in your face. And it's just progressive build-up to get you to the final evolution, which we are going to just beat the shit out of you underwater. Give you a knot you cannot solve, and now you're going to have to take off all your stuff, do this certain procedure, and go up. Once you do that, we'll introduce combat diving. That's a closed circuit system, the Draeger, no bubbles, no troubles, that whole thing. You got to get through all the open circuit until you can graduate to that. Then we start doing night dives and all this other shit.
So open circuit is the
scuba, the
standard
stuff
scuba gear.
Sees. Yep.
And then closed circuit's the Draeger.
Yep.
Where there's no bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rebreather, isn't it, or something like that?
Yep.
Okay. And you failed pool comp a few times because of the J valve.
Uh-huh. Just a bad procedure. Just part of my ditching my equipment. And it's so crazy because in my mind, like, you have this mantra you would say, and I can't remember it now, but, you know, it'd be like shoulder straps, waist strap, waist belt, you know, inboard, outboard, like all this different stuff. You'd say it all, and you'd say that J valve. You would say it, and in the practice, you would say it, and you'd do this little flick with your hand, and for whatever reason, I just didn't do it.
How many tries did it take for you to pass?
3, and then I got rolled, and when I came in the following class, passed. I actually think on the first one, I think they failed me again, but it was for something crazy. I forget what it was.
Can you walk us through when you actually finally passed?
Yeah, man. They if I remember correctly, there was something weird that was happening because I rolled in a Cole's class, and I think we were doing pool comp on Halloween. And if I remember correctly, I'd have to ask the boys, I thought we did it on like a Saturday. I think we had to come in on a Saturday and do it, and that's what everybody wanted to do. Everybody wanted to pass pool comp and be done with this shit. And then on Monday, we would start rebreather. And I remember a bunch of dudes that already went. I was one of the last guys getting ready to go. And whoever my instructor was, I'm on the pool deck, prepared to enter the water, and right before I stepped in, one of the instructors screamed in there, "Shipley's getting in the pool." And I watched a bunch of them. They came sprinting out of the instructor lounge and dove into the water. So when I hit the water, when I looked down, there was just a sea of instructors that were standing on the bottom of the pool with their arms crossed, weight belts on, with snorkels in their mouth, just waiting, and they beat the shit.
Breath holding.
Yeah, dude.
That's badass.
Oh, dude, they're freaks, dude. Oh,
that's cool.
They're so impressive. Like, they make it look so cool. It sucks. But yeah, anyway, you go down, they've got all these different drills and stuff they do. Like, they kind of do a progressive build-up. They'll roll you a little bit, they'll take off this piece of equipment, give it all back. And I remember we had that guy Richard that was doing the shooting the book for our class.
Right, no easy day, right?
And he was in there taking photos and all that. And I remember this because at the end, a bunch of the cadre talked about it. I walked down and one of the instructors came up. He swam right up to me. He's like, just chill out. Okay, he's like, take a big inhale. Take a big exhale. He's like, take a big inhale. I'm like, okay, this motherfucker's coming. He's like, all the way out. I'm like, exhaling, bubbles. He's like, keep going.
Anxiety's kicking in.
Oh, yeah. He's like, take a big one. Like, take this huge breath in. He's like, I'm blowing out. He's like, blow. And he goes, and pops that thing in my mouth.
Oh, man.
And rips me apart, dude. So I kicked off my final attempt on a dead exhale.
No air.
No air. There was nothing holding me. Just in. It's funny because you'll talk to guys that get to certain points. That might be jumping for guys. That might be entering a threshold. There is something that you finally hit the switch where you go, I just don't care anymore. I'd rather just die on the bottom of this pool deck. I'd rather just die right here, right now, than tap out or quit. I don't give a shit. And I hit that moment like 5 seconds in. I was like, I don't care. I don't care. I went through the procedures. I could feel everything getting real tingly. I could feel my vision starting to tunnel. Yeah. My heart rate wasn't elevated anymore. Like, it felt like I was dying right there on the bottom of the pool. And I had this calm come over me. I was like, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I remember pulling off the tanks and doing it all, and I could feel myself convulsing. And then it all went away. I'm like, oh shit, I'm dying right now. Here we go. Oh, this is how this happens. Like, I don't care. Because if you black out and they bring you to the surface, but you've done all the steps, you pass. So if you black out and you die and they revive you, it's like, pass. You're good. So I didn't care at that point. I remember going through all the procedures, and I remember when I stowed my last shoulder strap and I put the weight belt over it. I had done everything. I knew I did. I was like, I'm going to black out right now. I kissed the pool deck, came up, exhale, and you're supposed to say, I feel fine. And when I came to the surface, I was so fucked up. I was like, ah, bah, 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 bah. He's like, say it. I'm like, ah, bah, bah. I couldn't speak. Like, my lips were purple. And it finally came back, I feel fine. He's like, pass. And it was so surreal that I passed. I'm like, there's nothing else in this program I can't do. Like, that was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I've ever had to overcome my entire life. Now that I've made it through this, there's nothing that I'm worried about now. Because
Right.
everything now is, it's nighttime diving, it's shooting, it's like, it's all this SEAL shit now. It's like, oh, this will be fun. Like, this will be good now. And when I came out, I forget, one of the cadre, he came over, he's like, I wish we would have filmed that. I said, why? And he's like, I've never seen a pool comp that bad. He's like, do you know how many instructors were fucking with you that whole time? I was like, I don't, man. I blacked out. And he's like, you were probably at a 5-minute breath hold on a full exhale. I don't remember any of it. I just went through the motions. I remember my whole body went tingly, and I remember kissing the deck and coming up in here and pass. That's it. It's like, it was a shark swarm, dude. They beat the piss out of me. But that's how it should be. You don't want it to be easy. And I say that with guys going through selection courses now. And I'm not saying don't prepare for a selection course. You should definitely over-prepare. But there are a lot of people that are so physically gifted. They're so mentally gifted, and they've trained for so long. Your selection course is very different than a lot of other people. And you might not hit any hiccups in that entire process. So you've never really had to face any adversity.
Yeah.
Or the guys that have never failed their entire life, and they finally fail when they're 50 and just right off the end of the cliff.
They lose it.
Yeah. I'm not saying don't prep, but I'm saying I hope that you have one significant challenge where you're like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. Like, you pass through first time, every time on everything. It's like, that's cool. Your name goes on a board. Get the buck knife. Cool, whatever. It's like, have you really overcome anything really challenging yet? And a lot of people, they don't. It's like, I want my selection to suck. Not because of lack of physical preparation, but because the course itself was so hard. And I feel like I definitely earned mine. Like, it sucked. And I would never want to do it again. Never. But I'm glad I got through.
It's crazy. No air, 5 minutes.
Oh, dude. I mean,
physically wrestling people.
Yeah. But I mean, you got guys in there that it's effortless for them.
Yeah.
And at a certain point, like, I want to be like that, but then I don't. I'm like, I feel so much better that I had to go through all of that bullshit. I finally did, I did get rolled. I had to come back. And to guys who never had to fail anything in their life, when you fail that, and you have to make that phone call back home to mom and dad, I just got rolled for pool comp, and you have to sit there and wait. I don't know how long you rolled for, a month, 2 months. Have to sit there and wait and watch your class continue, and you have to join the class behind him. It sucks even worse, dude. It sucks even worse.
But then you would have met Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, the class I rolled into was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Some of the best people I've ever met come out of that class. So I'm really fortunate. But it was not easy.